Hi, if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of January 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So I just seeing you like, thank God that's over. Thank God that's behind us. Thank God it didn't turn out to be anything. Like I just see you entering this year with relief and with happiness. So whether it's you were worried about a loved one or a family member or a parent or a business or a child, I just feel this relief that things are okay and that things are moving in the right direction. So it's a great way to be able to begin the new year, this month of January, with a sense of relief that things are moving in the right direction. So let's look at romantic relationships. For those of you that are in a coupled relationship, let's look and see what's in store for you for January. So, you may feel a little picked on by your partner. You may feel a little bit like maybe they're discrediting you or they're thinking that maybe you don't know what you're doing. And I say that because I see them wanting to inquire or ask questions, and I see you becoming defensive. And, sometimes it's just that people are asking questions because they want to know and they just want to be involved in your life. But, sometimes when we're our own self-critic, right? When we're really hard on ourselves, somebody asking us a question hits that part of ourself that, I know I did that wrong. And like, what are you talking about? I was just asking you a question. So you want to be careful not to overreact to your loved one, to your partner who's trying to ask you questions about your business or about your family life or about how you might be feeling about something. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to make you wrong, but because you're hard on yourself, Aquarius, or you maybe don't have that great self-esteem or you've been down on yourself and they ask you about something that has been bothering you, we get reactive, we get angry, or we feel criticized. So you just want to be calm and just say, why do you ask that question? Or it makes me feel bad when you ask me that, right? So you can have a little more dialogue and to help you not react. And that's just going to help the relationship so you can be calmer and that they can help you understand what they're looking for, because they're just looking for a connection, right? In most cases. I mean, sometimes we do have that partner who wants to tell us how it is and why we're doing it wrong. Hopefully that's not your partner, but give them the benefit of the doubt first that really they just want to be close to you. So try that, and then I think that might allow a little more closeness in the relationship where you can feel safe and you can feel nurtured by your partner. Okay, let's look at those of you who are interested in romantic relationships. For you, Aquarians. So this is really about self-love, and it's really taking care of yourself. And so before you go out, before you go meet somebody, before you go into a meeting, you want to start to make a daily practice of appreciating yourself, of appreciating your qualities, of appreciating the good things you have about yourself, and then letting them go. And that can go one of two ways, right? Because sometimes there are those of us who build ourselves up and then we look at somebody else and we go, oh, you ain't nothing. I'm not spending time with you, right? That now we think we're better than everybody else. But then there are the Aquarians who are, their self-esteem is low and they give all their power and the energy to the other person and they just like are so in awe of them. Oh my God, they love me. Oh my God, they're interested in me. You know, either extreme is bad. So what we're asking you to do is just give some self-love to yourself. Give it to yourself objectively. Find 3 things about yourself every day and just acknowledge them and then let them go. Fill yourself up and then let go of the idea that you filled yourself up. What that's going to do is it's going to keep you from needing it from somebody else and from giving too much from somebody else that turns you into this people pleaser, right? So it allows you to stay that creative flowing spirit, that beautiful soul, without being taken down by somebody else. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to have romance this month, but I want you to be able to create it in a way that it's balanced and that you're not giving too much or you're not withholding, right? Because you can go to extremes. You can either give way too much or you can hold way back and give nothing, right? So I'm trying to help you find the balance so that it's easy for you to find this loving, compatible partner without the stress. All right, and that's just one way to do it for you Aquarians. All right, let's move into career and let's see what's going on for your career. I feel a lot of excitement. Some of you may have just started something new. Communication is a big tool for you this month. You really want to be careful with your words and the precision of your words because, again, you could slice and dice. You're a real wordsmith and you've got just this charm about you, so you could really have people eating out of your hand. So it's really about using that to your advantage, but not in a manipulative way, right? In a way that is just really flowing and beautiful, and your career will just blossom. So I really feel communication is huge for you this month, and just being easy with the way in which you share, and to do that, it's about listening, positioning yourself so that you listen to what the other person is saying and taking it in and then speaking. You don't have to arm yourself first with, this is what I'm going to say, and this is how I'm going to say it, and right? Because no listening is happening and you're going to hit a brick wall. But if you have no idea what you're going to say, but I'm going to listen, I'm going to pay attention, I'm going to speak from my heart, and I can even say, I'm just going to take a minute before I respond, or can I get back to you that on later on that, because I really want my words, to be real and authentic. And I'd like a little moment to be able to do that, right? So you can ask for the time or just take it in, sit with it, and just take a breath before you start to answer. And just know if you're speaking authentically, it will just start to tumble out and your career will just really open up. And I do feel like people are going to spot you and see you. And I just see this big opening, especially towards the end of the month, for your career. Okay, let's move into money for Aquarians. What can you expect in January? I see another income stream coming in for you. So there may be something new that's offered to you or another income stream that's really exciting, and it's not forced. So what I mean by that is I don't want you to go out and look for that income stream. Like unless you already are, right? Unless you're already looking for it. But don't go, God, I wonder where it's at. I wonder where that never works. It's usually when it's something that's come to you or brought to you, or if you've already been looking, that's different. But I always use the universe's kind of three rules, three signs. So if I'm going to do something, I might sleep on it. I might look for another sign for it. I might notice, oh, if I hear it from this direction, I hear it from this direction. That lets me know I'm in the right direction, that kind of thing. So just pay attention. But I do see another income stream coming in for you in January that's going to be helpful. All right, how about your health? Let's see what's going on with your health. I feel like, skin can be an issue, but I feel like it's actually going to get better. And I do feel like this month there's about, as you become more tender with yourself and take better care of yourself, I feel like a lot of you may be cleaning up your diet, which tends to be a January tradition for most of us. So I do feel like that is absolutely going to help and move you in the right direction. And don't be afraid to try something new. Listen to your body, listen to your cravings, and know they're cravings, right? A lot of times when you get rid of the cravings, it may be 2 or 3 days, and then once you stop it, you just goes away and you're just not that interested in it anymore. So just pay attention. I think if you pay attention to what you're putting in your body, your health is going to get better and your skin will absolutely get better. And then we've got 2 eclipses. We have the January 5th partial solar eclipse in Capricorn, and then on January 21st we have a total lunar eclipse in Leo. So let's see how they might affect you guys. The 5th you might feel as a pressure, an internal pressure to get something done, an internal pressure to finalize something that's not ready to be finalized. It's almost like having a baby and you're 9 months pregnant. It's like, I'll do anything to get this baby out. I just want to be done, right? It's like forcing something before it's ready. So just resist the temptation. For some of you, it might be, forcing your partner to do something. It might be forcing a marriage, forcing a divorce, right? Don't resist the temptation to force that issue, whatever it is that you're experiencing, like I've got to get this done. You don't. Just take a breath, and then a natural opening will happen like a birth that you don't have control of, but its timing is perfect. But when you try and take control of that yourself and say, no, it has to be done now, you're asking for trouble. So resist the temptation, whatever that thing is that you're trying to force around the 5th, just don't force it. It'll happen naturally, okay? And then on the 21st, there's a total lunar eclipse in Leo, so let's see how that might affect you. So I feel like this has a lot to do with a trajectory, has to do with an opportunity for you. So it's really about connecting dots. So I see something that you've wanted for a long time, and the dots coming into place. So just keep a lookout for some hopes and dreams that you've had, and just notice the dots starting to fill in. And then it's your job to connect them and follow through. So it may be that you're introduced to the right person. It may be you're at the right time at the right place, and somebody asks you for something. But I just see the things coming in together. So it's an exciting time. Just keep your eyes open, and then your job is to step into it, right? Your job is to connect those dots and to make it happen. All right, Aquarians, thank you so much for being with me 2018, for watching and liking and sharing my weekly wake-ups and my intuitive astrology. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in my work and you'd like to have more, please go to peggyrometo.com and fill out a contact form, and you'll be in my database then, and then you'll naturally get everything that I send out. I've got a new program that I'm going to be sharing with you here in the next couple of weeks called Get Dialed In, and it's really going to help with your intuition and helping to get you to know yourself and to be seen in the world and to make better decisions and to kind of move through any things where you're stuck. And it's really a really powerful program that I've put together that's a culmination of my 20 years as a teacher and as a student of this work. And I just love it, and I'm really excited to share it with you, and I hope you'll be excited to see it as well. So thank you so much. Happy New Year to all of you. Lots of love, and I'll see you again next month.